Hey guys, Breon Ansley here. What's happening? I'm here at Gold's Gym Venice, getting ready for the Olympia 2017 coming up in September. And I'm getting ready to attack some back and some biceps. So come along with me and let's rock. I decided I needed to train my back with a full repertoire of exercises and maximal development last year after the Prestige Crystal Cup, July of last year, when I looked at the pictures and I saw that different parts weren't as developed as I would like. I was nice and shredded and I was really conditioned, but as far as the thickness is concerned, or was concerned, and as far as the development in my lats, I really wanted to work on those two areas of the back. So I really focused on those two areas. And then, this year made a big improvement. Back was not a body part that came easy for me, and it was definitely a challenge. And it still is a challenge. I'm strong with my back, but then the development of the back in those areas, the mid-back, rhomboids, and the lats, aren't as hyper-responsive as I'd like. So I really have to focus on them, really have to hit them hard, more frequency, and put some calories to the back, without a doubt. I would probably say width was more challenging to build, more so than the thickness, because it's just easier for me to feel the contraction with more of a rowing movement rather than a pulling movement when you're contracting the lats and having to feel the lats. It's just a harder feel for me to feel the contraction of the lats. So after I got with Chris Cormier, man, he really started. I really started to really hone in on the mind-muscle connection of my lats again. He really helped me out with that, squeezing and holding, and kind of taking the weight down considerably. And just really focusing on now the details of the specific body part, to really bring it out and develop it. As far as those lats, again, mid-back, a little bit easier, but I really had to focus on the lats, and I really attribute that to my training with Chris Cormier. I definitely should get more massages, more deep tissue massages, and really do foam rolling after the lats, and just I would probably hit, sometimes within the week I would hit lats twice a week. Sometimes I would even hit lats 3 times a week, and really focusing on my calorie intake the day before I hit those lats. Definitely bent over dumbbell rows has played the biggest role in my my back development. Bent over dumbbell rows, without a doubt. Bent over dumbbell rows, guys. Till I die, or till you die, if you want great back development. I mean, ever since last year, after the Prestige Crystal Cup, and I needed to develop a better back, thickness and width, I started training every single week. I hit back twice a week, sometimes even 3 times a week, depending on how I'm feeling. So frequency, without a doubt. Sometimes I'll go a light day. Sometimes I'll go a heavy day. And if I'm training them 3 times a week, hitting the back 3 times a week, I'll go 2 heavy sessions and then a lighter session. I don't know. I guess they're just listen. I'm not doing any magical thing that I don't think that anybody else is doing. I just think I'm really focusing. I'm concentrating on hitting the back. I'm hitting it frequently. I'm putting the nutrients inside, enough dense nutrients inside to help it grow. And I'm really paying attention to when I flex, what muscles I'm flexing, and also what exercises I'm doing that are related to those poses for the back. I think it's a mixture. I think it's a mixture of a mixture of machines and cables can be the most effective for your back development. You get a certain look a certain depthness to the muscle with more free weights. But then, when you want to really focus on the little minute details of how one muscle connects to the next, you might need to really hit the cables in for a better squeeze, for a better contraction, just to get more blood in there. So I think a mixture of both is great. Haven't been doing anything differently in my back workouts this year. No, still hitting them 2 times a week. Still hitting the back 2 times a week, sometimes 3 times a week. And also, just maybe a little bit. Also focusing on doing more hyperextension exercises for the low back and for the erectors. Maybe getting a little bit more development and a little bit more crispness in the lower back and the lower erectors area. The back workouts are all slightly different. They're not every back workout is the same every single time at all. I could be doing, I think just the difference would be how I'm feeling, and if I want to superset something, if I want to superset something, if I want to do drop sets, if I want to, to do different exercises to hit different areas. But no, not any back workout is the same at all. I switch something up every single time. I think the back, which is such a big muscle, has so many details in it that, and classic is all about the aesthetics and the look, right? And symmetry, and those details and how we're presenting them in the art form. So you have a muscle that has a lot of muscles in it, to it, that can have so many details to show, most definitely. As important, if not even more, than open bodybuilding. Definitely not satisfied. Never will be satisfied with my back development. Always want to improve on, again, more thickness, more development in my lats, more development in my low traps. So those are the areas that I definitely want to continue to improve on. I think my conditioning comes in really good. I'm pretty satisfied with that, but even that can improve. I even want to get better with that. So, I have enough areas to improve in. Those are 3 big areas that I want to continue to improve as far as my back development goes. I'm very, very, very motivated this year, as I just, last year maybe was kind of like a deer in the headlights as far as the having the first Olympia, having classic in the first Olympia last year. Now it's kind of settled in. I feel like I really, truly, 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 truly belong as being one of the favorites and a top contender to win the thing, and very, very focused, very excited, and I think also the excitement comes from just the reception of the IFBB, the NPC, and how they're allowing it to be on the main stage this year at the Orleans Arena, in the Olympia committee. I really appreciate that. Have so much buzz and hype around Classic this year. It's very exciting, and I take that along with me as I'm training and dieting and doing what I have to do to prepare for it. Back development for sure. I think I've also made improvement in my inner thighs development, and also have really been focusing on the tapered waist, also bringing the waist down even more, and really keeping a streamlined waist to give the structure, that wow factor of broad shoulders, chest, big arms, sweep to the legs, and a small waist. So I think the legs, inner thigh, back improvement, and the shrinkage of the waist. More recognition and fans that support me in the sport, for sure. Definitely gives me a boost, gives me a lot of motivation and inspiration to keep pushing when it gets a little tough, I just think about how people wish they can be in my shoes, and and the encouragement that they get from me, and seeing what I bring to the table, and my attitude as I'm preparing for a show. I'm always smiling. I'm always in a happy mood, and I'm always joking. You're always going to see this smile from me. And they really get a lot out of that, and I really get a lot from them getting a lot out of it. So it really keeps me going, and I really, 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 truly appreciate it. It's definitely a big boost for me in getting ready for this year's Olympia contest.